that works well. That's all you can do when you leave yourself a spare. You've just got to make it and move on. But you can see just a little bit of disappointment in Barrett's face there, because he knows that Rivera's working a double.
Again, another big ball for Biboy here. If he can make the turkey, he's right back level. Biboy looking for 10. Well, slightly light in the pocket. It was a sort of a half pocket shot, but he's carried all 10. He's hit him thin, made him spin. And
Turkey then
counts
for Rivera, and that's exactly what he needed. Well, that little bit of repair work he did mentally, sitting in the chair, really went to town on his mental rehearsal and his action. That seems to have worked, because he's been back in the pocket since then, Cass.
Yeah, he certainly needed that last one. He himself realised that it was an important ball.
Barrett then, this is big for him. Great work from Barrett. And we're getting some feedback from Andy Penny on the CAT system to say that Rivera's been on exactly the same broadcast for the last 3 deliveries. Now that's good, as long as the lane condition doesn't change.
Yeah, absolutely. The idea of the game is to keep it consistent on the same line if you can. Obviously, there's going to be a change in the oil pattern with the heat from these TV lights, but the players have to adjust to that as and when they can.
Bit of repair work for Barrett there, just getting a bit of foam together to go into that drilled hole in the ball. And that creates a better grip for the bowlers, just changes the dimensions a little, and this is good from Rivera now. Dominic Barrett's got a bit of pressure.
Yeah, keeping it tight, striking when he needs to. 3 strikes in a row for the man from the Philippines. Just a late reaction there. Just touches the headband but carries them all away. Gets the mix on the pins. Not so easy to knock over these Brunswick Max bowling pins, but got the reaction he was looking for there.
So Rivera looking a little more comfortable than he did in the first 3 frames. It's tough to make your debut on this single lane format in front of the crowd in Barnsley. You really do feel the focus of attention is right on you. I know Dominic felt that in his first year back in 2006. That is unlucky, a 7 left this time in the corner for Barrett.
Yeah, again, sort of a half pocket shot. The 4-pin jumps right round the 7-pin and just lays dead in the gutter. Again, it will be a single pin spare for Dom to shoot that spare ball out. He'll come right across to the right-hand side of the approach and just shoot straight at this one. Just like that.
Nicely removed, so Barrett having to nail a spare in both corners and doing it very effectively. There's the maximum score that he could get, 5-3-8. But again, as Cass always makes the point, that's if he strikes off the card from here. There's plenty of mileage left in this game. Rivera then bowling superbly now, is locked right into this lane.
Looking for 5 in a row. And makes it.
Got it.
Oh, absolutely great shot. Lots of rotation in the back end, high revs. Well, there's all 10 pins.
Well, he'll be desperate for nothing to change now, Rivera, at the moment. This is very good indeed.
Yeah, he's getting locked and loaded and has just taken the lead.
And look at that. 5-bagger for Biboy Rivera. And he now has a distinct advantage in this match as we come towards the end of the first game. Over 2 games, remember. And your total pinfall wins you the match. And Barrett needs a big foundation frame here. No. He just seems a little light in that pocket Cass.
Yeah, unfortunately couldn't carry that 10-pin. Reasonably hard hit on the 1-3 pocket. Plenty of rotation, gets the snap in the back end, but 6-pin's gone right round the 10. Although he strung 3 strikes together early in the game, at the moment he seems to have lost the ability to join them up. It's frame 9, needs a spare to stay in touch.
Yeah, Barrett's got serious problems. It's moving out to a 40-pin and maybe more advantage if Rivera can get a strike in his foundation frame and turn his run into a 6-bagger. There's that spare ball, straight as you like. Thumping the 10-pin out of play.
Yeah, it's a much harder surface bowling ball. No, doesn't create so much friction between the lane and the ball, and consequently runs very straight.
Going to need a big finish, Dominic Barrett, from here.
Well, he is, because there's no reason why Biboy's not. He's stringing 5 in a row. This is for a 6-bagger, or 6-pack, as we like to call it.
6-pack it is.
Well, as smooth as you like, 6 in a row, thank you very much. You'll sit down and be very happy with that. It's the foundation frame. He has the opportunity to throw another 3 strikes in the 10th frame for a mighty 260-plus game.
Yeah, he just didn't panic at all, Rivera, after those first 3 frames when it wasn't quite going his way. And from that point onwards, he really gave himself a talking to, and look at that, he's just struck all the way through.
Well, let's not kid ourselves. He is a world champion. He knows this game. He's been in situations like this before, I'm sure.
Well played, Dominic Barrett. Desperately needed that, and it's set himself up for a decent finish to this first game. Damage limitation for him at the moment, Cass.
Absolutely, Simon. Yeah, you're quite right. He does really need to throw another 2 strikes here in the 10th frame, and that will only give him 220. Not a bad score, but it's certainly not going to be the winner in this game, I don't think.
It's the strike ball that you can see Dominic Barrett holding, just drying his hands off. There's a little dryer at the end of that ball machine, and they don't want any moisture on the palm of the hand if possible. Barrett then to double this up. No, and again he's not having any luck at all with that 6-pin, Cass.
Yeah, we've talked about the carry contest before. It's a matter of stringing strikes together, and if you're not carrying those corner pins, it can do you some awful lot of damage to your score, and this is what Dominic's been suffering with at the moment. Looks as though he's going to get another ball out to play the second game with, or make some adjustments there. And yeah, he's going to put some tape in his thumb hole. But 217 is his maximum score if he spares this, and at this level of the game, it's probably not going to be quite high enough.
Definitely worth taking a risk here, Barrett. What he's doing is he's going to use this ball and see what reaction he gets, and on the basis that he's not really going to lose much ground if it doesn't go so well. But if it goes well, then that means this might be the ball we see him using all the time in the second game. Yeah, that's he's happy to give that pin up. He just wanted to see what that ball did.
Simon, you're quite right. Yeah, as you say, he gave that single pin up, cost himself from a 217 down to a 216, but he was checking his strike line with that new ball, and he'll come into game 2, and that's what they'll be firing with.
Well, that's the maximum that Dominic Barrett can get. It's all about what Rivera can do with his last deliveries of this first game.
Yeah, big first ball. It will give him 7 in a row if he can make it, but more importantly, it gives him the opportunity to shoot for 2 more strikes in a 260 game.
Great work, heading towards a potentially massive advantage. 44 pins for Rivera if he can strike off the card from here. And is that a little smile from the man from the Philippines? I think it is, Cass.
He's actually setting up